I hope your day's going just wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm back again with some pattern papers. We're using a new collection from Photoplay paper. It's called the Willow Creek Highlands, and I love the prints on here. We're going to make a couple of cards, kind of like a home sweet home kind of card, and kind of makes me miss my chickens actually. I love this collection pack. To go with the collection pack, I'm going to be using the My Colors Cardstock variety pack. This is the Willow Creek Highlands that coordinates with our paper pack. I love the colors in here, but I love that there's on the cotton grass cardstock there is some embossed detail, and I'll show you that when I trim them down. So speaking of trimming down, I'm going to trim down some pattern papers and we're going to jump in and get started. The pattern papers that we're going to be using are these three, and I'm thinking I may use the reverse side of this. The cow print is just too cute. So this, I want to tell you the names of them because most of your favorite craft stores will sell these individually. We have Country Barns, Welcome, and Sunflower Field. Some fun gingham wood grain print, and then I love the barns on here. I love the distressed look of the background also. So we'll be using these three in our card projects today. We're going to jump in. We're going to be using stickers for our card. I'm going to trim down some pattern papers, and I'm also going to trim down a sheet of the My Colors cardstock for my background. I have my pattern papers trimmed down. This is the one that we created with the My Colors cardstock that coordinates with our paper pack. It's a panel that is 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches, and I don't know if the camera is picking up, but it does have texture on there. So if you run your hands over it, you can actually feel the polka dots. It's embossed for you, which is nice. And then the back side is, I would say, semi-smooth, but we're going to take this and adhere this directly to our card base. I'm just going to use my tape runner for this. This actually makes a great card base too. So if you want to use the My Colors cardstock to create your card base, you very well could. I just like to stretch the cardstock and create panels and put it over the front of my card base. Okay, after we have this done, I'm going to take my green pattern paper. This measures 3 3/4 inches wide by 5 inches tall. We're going to layer this in the center of our card base. We're going to have lots of layers today. Wonderful. And then I have this panel that's the same width, so it's 3 3/4 inches by 3 inches tall. This is going to go on the very bottom of my gingham panel. We're just going to stack these on top of each other. Okay, I have some of that cow print. I just think it's adorable. We're going to layer this on top of one of our rounded rectangles. I'm going to be using the Photoplay Papers rounded rectangle die set. Let's take, I think, the third one from the largest. We'll take this, and then using that wood grain pattern paper, I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to take a piece of vellum and take one size slightly smaller, and I will run this through my die cut machine as well. I think we're going to, since we have lots of patterns together, sometimes it's nice to bring in some vellum to soften it. So I will be right back. I'm going to take my vellum and layer it on that wood grain pattern, and I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive. And we'll just center this on there. And you can see how it kind of softens that wood grain panel. I'm going to take this, we're going to adhere this directly to the front of our card. We're going to put it right in the middle here of our pattern papers. And then with the cow print, I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to fishtail the ends. And then I'm going to layer this. Now we're going to bring in some stickers. This is the fun part. the sticker sheet is fully loaded with lots of fun themes and stickers. And I really love this truck here. So we're going to use that. And I think we're going to make a welcome card. So I'm going to use this sticker here. And I really like the weather vane with the rooster. We're going to take that also. And how about this? It's almost like a denim heart. We're going to take that also. In our sticker sheet, we have some corners, some photo corners. While I'm gathering the stickers, I'm going to take the photo corners and put one on the gingham here. And then I'll take another one and we're going to put it on the opposite side. Kind of give it a country feel. And I think we're good. I do want to bring in the greeting that says, "Home is where your heart is." I'm going to take this and a piece of white cardstock. I'm going to add this sticker to the white cardstock. And then using my scissors, I'm going to trim around it. This is a great way if you want to add dimension to your stickers. You just add white paper behind it and then you can pop it up with some foam tape. And speaking of foam tape, I'm going to add foam tape behind all of my elements here. And I'm going to also remove the tackiness from the backside, and I'll do that using an anti-static powder tool. We're going to remove the release paper off of our foam tape. And first we'll take our truck. And I'm going to add this in the center here. I think that makes a great focal point. I'll take my rooster. I thought the rooster would be cute, kind of tucked out of the back of the truck. So I'll remove the release paper from this. And we will add our weather vane. And then I'm going to add my welcome here. And then we have our denim heart we'll put right in front of the truck. I think that looks really nice. I think we need something down here. So I noticed in our sticker sheet we have quite a few buttons. And I'm going to put some foam squares behind each of these buttons. We're going to add 3 buttons in this bottom section here. And then to finish off this card, I'm going to bring in some natural twine. I had actually doubled it up. I'm going to open up my card base. It's a side folding card base. And then I am going to tie a bow up on the left side towards the top. And then I will trim the tails. And then last but not least, I'm going to bring in some clear enamel dots. We're going to add a few to our card here. I think we're going to add some to the center of the buttons, just so they have a little bit of dimension to them. Since these are clear, you can still see the button through it. I think that's going to be nice. Okay. And that finishes that card. For my next card, I have my pattern papers here, and we're going to add the same background to this next card. We're just going to use the tape runner to cover that. And then I have this is a 3.5 inch tall piece of this pattern paper by 4 1/4. So we're going to adhere this to the very bottom. Again, we're doing some layers. I'm going to use my cow print, and we're going to cover the seam here. This is a 1/2 inch strip. Okay, so our card front is great. I also have a piece of this pattern paper. We're going to adhere this right in the center. And then I have a panel created with white cardstock. This is 2 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches tall. We're going to add some more pattern paper to the very bottom. I have some more of this wood grain. On our card base, the wood grain, the wood panels, I guess you could say, are going horizontal. And this piece here, I made sure that the wood grain is going vertical. We're going to adhere this to the bottom of this panel. And then this is the same piece of the My Colors cardstock that we used for our card base. I just trimmed this down to a 1-inch strip. We're going to add this at the seam here. And then I have our green gingham paper. We are going to add this right in the middle here. I have a little bit of paper overhanging, and I'll just trim away the excess here. And then we're going to bring in our sticker sheet. I'm going to bring in some more of those corners. We have 2 corners left here, and we're going to finish this panel with some of our photo corners here. I'm going to add the left and the right to the very top of this panel. Gives it a real country look. I like that. Okay, we also have a tag that's a sticker inside of our sticker sheet. I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock, and we are going to back this sticker up with a little bit of a white border. So we have a little bit of a border around our sticker, and I went ahead and put some foam tape behind here. Okay, we did cover up the hole, but no worries. We're going to add some string to that and cover it up, and you won't even tell. So that is that sticker. You know what, let's go ahead and take this panel and adhere this to the front of our card base. We're going to center this also. I'm going to take, now before we add any more stickers, I'm going to take the border piece here, and I'm going to place it across the length. Okay, I'm going to take my tag, I'm going to remove the release paper off of the back here, and then we're going to add this. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to use the love in the sticker sheet. And I thought it'd be fun to put some silverware on this card. So I'm going to tack this almost in the middle, like so. And then I'll take the spoon and we'll add this. And should we put the knife too? Let's see. No. I think we're just going to go with the fork and the spoon. And then I'm going to mat this on some white cardstock. I'm going to lift up these stickers like this and cut around it. Just so I have a little bit of a white border, like so. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, and I'm going to add some foam squares behind here. And I'm also going to do the same thing to this greeting that says, "Embrace each day as a new beginning." Let's add some white behind here. I'll just tack this down and trim this away. For this card, what I'm going to do is, I love that there's letters that say home. So I'm going to take a piece of vellum, and we're going to add the letters from home. We will add them to the vellum. Let me show you. I think we're going to use the red heart. We're going to put the red heart in the center, but I'm going to pop this up with foam tape. So we'll add a foam square behind here too. Okay, and I think that's all the stickers that we're going to use. I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to fussy cut around my vellum, and I'll put foam tape behind here. So this is, I put the red heart in the middle, and that will be our greeting. And then also on the back, on the H and the E, I doubled up on some very thin foam strips. And what we're going to do is tack this down over the very bottom of our tag, kind of centering it. And I'm going to remove the release paper off the back of this, and we're going to put this directly underneath the home. And then I did take a button and I tied a bow with that same twine. This is the love that we put the silverware behind. We're going to add this to the right here. And then I'm going to use a glue dot, and we're going to add the bow. And then this is going to go over that hole on the tag. And then I have a button that I put some foam tape behind. I'm going to remove the release paper, and we're going to add this button to the center. And then last but not least, I'm going to go over the heart with my Glossy Accents. I'm also going to go over the windows in the barn. This just adds a little bit of dimension. Okay, and then I'm going to bring back those clear enamel dots. I'll take a large one, and we're going to add this to the button. Here's a look at both cards that we made today with the Photoplay papers, Willow Creek Highlands 12x12 collection pack. I hope you get a chance to check it out. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.